All right, guys, we're gonna tackle something new today. They're in these crates, and this is something that I typically would avoid like the plague. $6,000 for the actual install plus 20% of the over the cost of the materials. Now my kit is averaging.
You're gonna get about $3,000 off of your kit.
Okay, so Mike, I would be able to get $3,000 plus $6,000, so $9,000 is the profits that I could make. Well, it wouldn't be technically the profits, but that's my portion.
That's right.
That I could make minus my labor expense plus the equipment. So
in one day.
It's not even a day.
Right.
We're talking about 4 hours.
That's right.
All right, guys, I got the team here. They came from Virginia, but I'm going to let them introduce themselves and what they do. So go take it away.
Hey, I'm Micah Miller. I'm from Virginia. I own Easton Outdoors, which is an outdoor construction company. And I was first attracted to this company, Flare Fires, which is what we're about to talk about, and then became a U.S. partner for them. And so I'm here to install this fireplace with my team, Jeremiah, Danny.
And Danny. All right, so this is a modular system. And it typically takes how long, Micah?
Yeah, so once you have it down, 3 to 4 hours.
3 to 4 hours to build an outdoor complete fire kit, everything done. Yep. But I want to get into the nitty gritty on what it costs to do this and how much you can charge a customer to do this, so that if these guys want to add this service in, they're pricing it right, they know how to do the install, and they should know exactly where their profit margins lie.
That's right.
I think these are the important things to talk about. So, and then we're going to show you exactly what it takes to install this, the equipment you need, and everything to get the job done.
Right.
And
That's what I was getting ready to say. It's 8:14.
The time is 8:14. And it's going to take us a little longer because I'm going to be filming and have to stop, and we're going to have to talk once in a while. But
yep.
All right, Micah. Once we finally get into this, what are the numbers that we should know about?
Yeah, so there's 3 first numbers that you should know about. The first one is going to be the fireplace number, right? So what the cost of the fireplace. Contractors get a 20% discount. We advertise all of these pricing online, so whatever price you see, you get a 20% off of that. The second number you should think about is your install cost, and your install cost would include your lifting equipment. It would also include setting it in place. And then the third cost that you need to consider is going to be, what is it sitting on? So not everybody has a pad that's set up or ready to go. So we need to make sure that that pad is there. A lot of times we don't, like as Flare, we don't do anything with the pad. It just doesn't make sense for us to have to do concrete or whatever. So we usually just cover the first 2, the fireplace and then the lifting equipment and the actual install.
So now you have a number of different kits available, right?
Very modular.
Very modular kits, so you can size the kits. That's what we did. We actually got one of the smaller ones.
You do, because of the size of your space, your pad,
right?
And weather, right?
But we have automatically, just from the kit alone, a contractor can upcharge 20%.
Correct.
What I want to know then from that point, minus pouring the pad below it, because you guys are going to have to figure that part out yourself. You're pouring a concrete pad. That's right. Doesn't take brain work. But what is the typical? You're finding that you're able to charge a customer to do this job?
Yeah. So $6,000 would include the lifting equipment and the install and putting all the accessories on.
$6,000 for the actual install plus 20% of the over the cost of the materials. Now my kit is averaging.
You're gonna get about $3,000 off of your kit.
Okay, so Mike, I would be able to get $3,000 plus $6,000, so $9,000 is the profits that I could make. Well, it wouldn't be technically the profits, but that's my portion.
That's right.
That I could make minus my labor expense plus the equipment. So
in one day.
It's not even a day.
Right.
We're talking about 4 hours.
That's right.
Okay, so we've got it unboxed. We need to move it into position.
Yeah, so there's a steel cage that's inside of this concrete, and this eyelet touches that steel cage. These are really a simple lifting hook, and you see it's got a little bit wider spot right there. Literally just sits right down on top of that nail, flops into place. You want to have this tab towards the inside, so you just rotate it like that, and then this thing can pick it up. It's not going to come undone. There's no chance.
All right, what are we doing?
So the wood boxes are level. The next thing we've got a lot of holes in this, and especially with how cold it is, we don't want any moisture to get down in those and just stay in there. So what we're going to do is everywhere where this firebox is going to sit on top of these wood boxes, we're going to close off these holes. We're going to do a wet set. So this thing will actually be able to slide in place a lot easier. But out of all the stuff, you know, setting these is a little bit technical, but out of all the stuff, setting this is actually the hardest part of this entire install.
Okay. So that's what we're going to do right now, right? We're ready to go?
We're ready.
Absolutely.
To go.
$118. All right, Micah, we're down to the numbers, and this is a $22,000 fireplace that two guys can install, and we did it in 5 hours.
That's right.
Okay.
$9 grand of profit.
Okay.
Yep. So what you're seeing here is this includes all the accessories in that price point. So we've got our swing arms. It includes this super cool smoker that's in here. Yep. It's on a steel chain. You can pull it up in here around 250 degrees if you're trying to do like a pork butt. Or say you want jerky or fish, pull it all the way up to the top, around 100 degrees up in there. Say you want to do pizzas. This right here slaps on. I know I've got a griddle on it, but there's a pizza hood that's insulated that goes right on here. You can cook pizzas in about 60 seconds. Now, it's modular. So this right here is sitting on top of 2 wood boxes. We can also put it on top of 3 and have this firebox centered, or we can sling it down low and put it between these 2 wood boxes and have a hearth with a riser on it. If that's not good enough or big enough for you, we actually have one that's 50% wider, 6-foot firebox instead of this 4-foot one, and it is massive. It is absolutely impressive. You can see all of this on flarefires.com, or you can give us a call on the number on our website.
Okay, so flarefires.com is where you learn more about these. What is the social media channels if they want to look some stuff up on their own, just see this stuff in action?
Yeah, so all the Flare Fire channels, we've got a lot of stuff on here. Now, I also run an install company, and this is how I got attracted to Flare Fires and became their US partner. If you go to our channels, Easton Outdoors LLC, we're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. You'll see a lot more of us talking about this, and you'll see us installing it actually into spaces and what we're doing with it.
Okay, but the information, remember, is flarefires.com.
Flarefires.com.
For more of this, that's the social media, that's the website, and then your install company is Easton Outdoors.
Easton, E-A-S-T-O-N.
Outdoors.
That's
okay.
right.
All right.
Cool.
All right, well,
I'm hungry.
That's it. We're going to eat some lunch. That's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed going along for the ride. this fireplace has a secret, and that secret is going to be used. That's that box up there. That is awesome. God bless, and go get them, you guys. We'll see you on another one.